Hello there, welcome to Critic AL Reviews. Today I'm taking a look at Speak No Evil. A remake of a 2022 film by the same name from Denmark, Speak No Evil is again, sadly, a film that was largely ruined by trailers. Although they did highlight the insane performance of James McAvoy, the last trailer certainly gave away too much of the mystery that its predecessor had established. I have a video on that trend in the works, but that is for the future. First, as always, your spoiler-free plot summary. Ben and Louise, stuck in a marriage that could be best described as humdrum and at worst broken, are on holiday with their daughter Agnes when they encounter fun, carefree couple Patrick and Kira and their mute son Ant. Striking up a friendship, they then in turn visit Patrick and Kira for a weekend, and things start to go wrong as boundaries are broken, limits pushed, and the true nature of the people that they have put themselves at the mercy of becomes manifest. Now, first of all, let's get the obvious out of the way. If nothing else, this film is worth watching for James McAvoy. His performance veers from charming to slightly off-kilter to full-blown psychotic at varying points in the movie, and he is difficult to take your eyes off. Likewise, Mackenzie Davis as Louise gets the lion's share of that side of the table. In fact, it is downright frustrating at how much of a wet blanket and non-entity Ben is. Leanne is the breadwinner, decisive and proactive. Ben is the opposite. Ben is largely drawn to Patrick's overt masculinity and alpha male aura. Patrick is everything that Ben isn't. Brash, charming, decisive, and strong. As boundaries are broken and liberties taken, Ben does nothing, and Louise, bound by her libertarian viewpoints, protests in a very passive-aggressive way, opening herself up to mock taken offence from Patrick and Kira, who play the couple like a violin. One big change from the original, apart from the entirely rewritten third act, is the role of the children. They are probably the smartest ones in this movie, which only makes the adults look worse by comparison as they make mistake after mistake and stupid decision after stupid decision, including one that will have you face-palming for sure. Unfortunately, this does somewhat impact your investment in the characters, and this is something that is carried over from the original, where the Danish couple's unwillingness to offend goes entirely beyond all realms of possibility. The translocation from Danish in Holland to Americans in maybe Devon, I don't think it's actually specified, also brings some problems. Whilst Bjorn can be loosely ascribed to Ben in personality, the Danish are not American, not even Americans that have been living in London. Therefore, some of the themes that are present in the bleak, unforgiving original are entirely absent here. While some effort is made to inject theme into this movie, after all, it's no coincidence that a scene that has Patrick and Ben screaming their rage and frustration into the air has a giant edifice stretching erect into the sky next to them. These themes are largely lost and not given room to breathe. I think the original did better in that regard. Which brings us to the ending. Now, while remaining spoiler-free, I will say that the alternative 30 minutes or so of this film are probably its biggest problem. Eschewing the bleak, understated and shocking climax of the original, this Blumhouse remake predictably goes for an all-out action finale, as if concerned, the mainstream audience may not be able to process the challenging themes of the original. While this may be the correct choice for the target audience, I cannot help but feel that it critically compromises what the original was trying to portray. Final thoughts. The Blumhouse Speak No Evil remake is pretty much exactly what you would expect it to be, a neutered yet at the same time OTT version of the source material. While it sticks to the original for the first two acts, it veers wildly off course with a completely rewritten third act that is designed to satisfy those that might find the original ending somewhat unpalatable and unrelatable. Unfortunately, the transition results in much of the atmosphere and the theme being lost, and while new themes and aspects are presented throughout the runtime of the movie, they are never really fully explored or given time to linger or breathe like the 2022 original. Despite this, the film does have its charms, not least of which is the captivating portrayal of Patrick from James McAvoy, wayward West Country accent notwithstanding. This, coupled with a few great and disturbing scenes, might be enough to warrant the watch, but it is overall yet another adaptation that loses the point and ends up being a so-so thriller. Worth a stream in my opinion, but nothing to rush out and see. Thanks for watching. I've been Critic AL, and I'll be back with another movie review soon.